can I ask, you've characterised the research and development declining business investment in the economy overall. Do you have long-term concerns about that? Are there other things government should be doing to boost private investment into research and development? How do we incentivise that so that we can keep your great partnerships that have so many dividends going?
Yeah, Senator, we were fortunate enough last year to do this piece of work, the Australian National Outlook, and we did it a bit differently. We did it with 25 companies and about close to 50 leaders from across Australia to try and show how science could navigate a path to prosperity for Australian industry and society. And it's been surprising to us, but organisations like NAB have actually made massive commitments based on this plan. So in NAB's case, it was a couple of $2 billion towards small business to help them grow through innovation, which is one of the major themes of this report. So, you know, historically, Australian business has been reluctant to invest in science and technology.
Yeah.
We're seeing a shift. We were seeing a shift before COVID, but COVID, I think, has been the wake-up call that we really do have to be more innovative in what we do, and we have to do more things here in our own country rather than let them go offshore.
And do you think that will be enough to arrest declining? You know, you're saying you're seeing signs of optimism, but the reality is that Australia's R&D investment has declined coming from business. Do we need to pull specifically some of those levers to return that to a growth setting?
We're testing that at the moment with our missions program, Senator. So the missions really targeted very specific roadblocks to Australia's success. And it's been surprising to me how many companies, a number of government departments as well, have strongly stepped into those missions. But it surprised me how many companies, big companies like BHP and Microsoft, have leaned in to want to support them, either through direct funding or through resources. If that continues on that track, I'll probably continue to be optimistic about our future. Also, the government's manufacturing strategy, I think, is another sort of shot in the arm. And Senator, it's almost as if, you know, industry is leaning in more, and then that's kind of making it easier for the government to see that industry is serious about making a shift. And I think that's a smart way for us to operate, because it's hard for us to know, you know, what's real in industry and what isn't. But when industry steps up and makes serious funding commitments like they are, then I think it becomes easier then for us to work with them to support them.
Okay, can I just, lastly, do you follow, and in the context of that research, follow international comparisons in different policy settings to attract that investment?
We've done quite a lot of work with the NRC, which is our sister agency in Canada.
Yeah.
They've gone through an interesting journey over the last 20 years, Senator, where 20 years ago they looked a lot like us, and today almost 40% of Canadian companies do breakthrough innovation, new to world innovation. In Australia it's 2%. So there's clearly some things we can learn from Canada, and a lot of our work, like the mission strategy, has come from what's worked for them.
Thank you for those insights. I'm done now.